What it do? It's your boy Mike Brockers, a.k.a. Brock, and this is the broadcast. I'm joined with my co-host with the most, Mr. Petty Pat. Talk to him.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Petty Pat, and we're here at the Houston Rodeo.
Yes, sir. Houston Rodeo, man. We're joined with a special guest, and as I said last video, this is a special event, man. We're at the Texas Houston Livestock. We're going to get that right. Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Come on, Brock. We got to be better. I'm a Texan, so I should know that. But we have a special guest with us today, man, Mr. TJ Gray.
This bull is no trash, though. He's bucked off world champion Kai Hamilton, college champion Tristan Hutchings, but TJ Gray is schooled up and ready.
We appreciate you joining us.
Yes,
could you give us a brief story about, your background and what made you choose this style of competition?
Well, first off, thanks for inviting me here.
I appreciate you.
My lifestyle, my dad rode bulls back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't take it quite as far as me and my brother have, but that's how we got involved in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was really blessed where I grew up. We had this association through the winter time, so that kind of got kids into bull riding.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, my brother's 24 now. I think, yeah, he's a couple years older than me. He got started. I had to do what Big Brother was doing, you know.
Right.
And so I just kind of chased him doing it for a while. And he still rides bulls, and he's broke his leg right now. But when he's healthy, we're running together and basically still doing what we were doing when we were start getting on cows at 5, 6 years old.
You know what's crazy about that?
Definitely, and it's definitely easier to get a start when you have knowledge already there, and they know who to contact to get you into it. But I don't want to. You hear this a lot with rodeo, and I don't want to shed the light that people who aren't from this industry can't get into it. Because I kind of feel like we talk about that a lot, and it might scare off kids who might be from the city and have no idea how to get involved, which they still can. There's people who come out all the time and start at 18, 20 years old, and that no problem with that. So I don't want to scare off anybody into thinking you have to be raised in the sport.
No.
But I was very blessed to be there.
Talk to us about, because my man Pat read your
I looked up your bio.
Your bio. He said something about you and your brother traveled together, and just went to different competitions all over the nation. Like, how was that at a young age doing
crazy.
that? It was awesome. When growing up, getting into high school, our parents would drive us pretty far to go to places, and we were blessed with that. And then my brother started pro rodeoing at 18. You can't pro rodeo till you're 18, so I had a couple years. He got kind of some of the bumps and curves out of the way and got it figured out a little bit. So when I jumped in, it was definitely easier for me to figure out what rodeos to go to.
Big bro for leading the way, man.
Definitely.
Taking all the bumps and bruises for him.
So that first year was good. We still haven't had really a full good year of rodeoing together, though.
Okay.
Because.
And what you mean by that?
Well, so the first year, we went together for maybe 5 months.
Okay.
No 12 months of rodeoing, and then COVID hit. So we had very little rodeos to go to. So we still tried to rodeo, but it wasn't really the same as a regular PRCA year. Then COVID ends, rodeos start picking up. I'm like, all right, bro, we're going.
Yeah.
He got hurt. So I was by myself. 2 weeks later, I got hurt.
Oh, wow.
Since then, we've pretty much, one of us gets healthy, the other one's hurt. Then when the next one comes healthy, the other one's hurt. So right now, this year, starting off in January, was the first year since 2020 we've both been healthy at the same time.
That's awesome.
So we're going again. And last week he broke his leg, so we'll have another.
This sport, man. Talk about football. This is bull ride.
To the left side, his right leg hangs the spur of the bull rope. That is a very scary feeling. The bull stepped on his hand. Watch his free hand.
It's it, man. You have a lot of injuries. How do you recover? Like, what is the recovery process from getting injured, or what do you see a lot from bull riding that guys get? You can get anything: broken back, broken leg, broken. So do the injuries vary, or is that something like common that guys get?
It's common. There's shoulders.
Right.
That's a big one. Groins are a big one. We don't really worry about the bones as much. They heal faster, and once they heal, they're pretty much good. The muscles and stuff,
The muscles
they'll
and the
give you
ligaments are the ones.
they'll give you trouble for a long time. So that's a lot you see. And coming back off an injury, I used to have a little higher confidence in myself, and I thought I could just jump back and be where I was.
Yeah.
And now I'm learning, when I come off an injury, maybe jump on some practice bulls and kind of re-get your basics before you jump out there.
So riding the bull, man, what is that basically? What are you basically going for when you're riding the bull, right? You jump on there, the bull's bucking, you're holding on. Like, what are you basically trying to accomplish so you can get a high score? Or how does that even all work with bull riding?
So with bull riding, the judge can mark 50 points for the bull and 50 points for the
so
rider.
It's kind of the same like with
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You can spur to get points.
spurring as in
Basically, you have so much control of the ride, you can lift your leg and throw it back down. However, on this caliber of bulls, most of the time your spurring is more to help you out rather than to show off.
Right.
And really, you just consistency is more important than getting a high score. So if you can just make sure you stay on for 8 seconds.
Right. That's all you're looking for.
Yeah.
So the spurring
it's only
is
8
like
seconds.
the
Yeah.
shot. So like the spurring is like, oh yeah, I really got him. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I can do it.
Yeah.
But what is that?
Okay.
The eight, you saying 8 seconds, but at the end of the day, when you really watch it on TV, it's just quick, right? But when you're on that bull, I'm pretty sure.
What do
it
those
probably
8
feels
seconds
like
feel
it.
like?
Yeah.
What does that feel like?
If you're doing it right, it feels short. You
that's
know,
what she
you're yeah. But when it's not going well, it can feel like a long time. You know, you're just struggling, and it can feel like forever.
Have you ever had one of those days where you like, man, I just can't get shit right today?
Yeah, I've been having one of them months.
Oh shit! Man. He said I've been having a month.
So how do you feel like you'll pick yourself up out? Like what do you think you have to do as an athlete to kind of pick yourself out of this? Is it like, you know, just watching? We talked about earlier, you don't watch you know, tape. So like, how do you feel like you just
Most of the time, once you get into a certain caliber of bull riding, it's your mind.
Okay.
It's not typically a physical thing. Yeah, obviously it's a physical thing bucking you off, but it's your mind blocking you from just letting it happen.
Yeah.
Because when you're riding, you don't really have time to think what to do as much. If you do, you're priority bucked off. So it's more just your subconscious letting you react.
Yeah.
So if you're struggling, best bet is probably just to clear your mind and ride with a clean mind, forget about the past, and basically, roll on with it.
Man, I love that. And since you're in the world of giving, you know, a little advice, man, we always do a segment on the show where we do where we talk about, you know, what inspires you. You know, would you inspire, you know, our audience, and, you know, give any little words of wisdom to some of the listeners that might, you know, want to get in this thing. You talked about earlier, you know, you don't want to scare anybody away from, you know, from this sport. You know, what would you have for those people to give them a little bit of advice, you know, to do what you do?
Well, it's never too late to start, first off.
Right.
Well, it's bull riding, so there might be an age where it's too late.
No,
but
that'd be real.
you get what I'm saying. If it's something you think you want to do, definitely something to jump onto. For me, the reason behind it's changed over the years.
Okay.
When you start out, you're doing it for fun, you know what I mean? And then it kind of might turn into a job. Right now, I feel like I'm a Christian man,
Yes, sir.
and I feel like this is where God wants me.
Amen.
There's a lot of people at these rodeos, and basically this is where I can talk to more people about God, you know? So that's kind of what's pushing me right now, and on the days you don't want to do it, that kind of helps out. Because, by the end of the year, you're going to a lot of rodeos, and you can get burnt out. Obviously, when it's going well, it's always fun, so that still keeps you in there. But,
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I would say for anyone wanting to get into the sport, I would definitely just try to find someone that could help you out and get you in there and start it off. And for young guys who are already in the sport, I would say don't hesitate to believe how good you can be.
Man.
You know,
Man.
it's really
That's awesome.
your game can turn around overnight, and if you have the confidence, you can really maybe think you're an okay bull rider at, you know, 14, 15, and if you put the effort in, by the time you're 18, you can be the best in the world.
Look at you, man. We appreciate the time. this is the segment of the show where, man, we give you a gift for you blessing us
also,
with
bro,
the
like
pod.
him and I, we have a clothing brand, not just our podcast. We also have a clothing brand, so we would like to gift you one of our shirts from our clothing brand.
Well, I appreciate you guys.
Nah, man, we appreciate you taking the time, man. Yes, sir.
All
So
right.
this is Brock brand. This is my
Yes, sir.
brand.
That's
This is
the name
our
of our
brand.
clothing
I
brand.
appreciate it.
Brock
So
brand.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right on. Well, thank you guys.
No, we appreciate you taking
We
the time
appreciate
and
you taking
giving
the time
our
for
listeners
us.
a little advice and a little insight of what you do, man.
All right.
Yes,
Well, I
sir.
thank you guys for bringing your stuff down here and
Yes, sir.
talking to us.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. And man, those that rock with us, man, know the motto, man. Don't get ready, stay ready. Peace.
The upper body position. Watch his free arm, watch his shoulders.
Score comes in 85 points, and Gray takes the lead.